All right. So yeah, here we are. All right, let's think about it real quick. I don't know. Let's see what. Just, let's think about it real fast before we even get started. We're gonna try and wrap things up, right? We're just gonna get the just the basis of the idea, the story that's going on, just a couple of things. So, let's think. I'm Shaun Cole. I've been disabled from Facebook. I wasn't informed to this decision. It was abruptly just thrown on me. So it's like I've been confused. I didn't just like throw this hypothetical over the wall fucking delusional fucking paranoia out there. It's like, oh, I'm being targeted or anything. I didn't. It's not like I'm on drugs or anything. So it's not me. It wasn't. I didn't just come up with this for no reason. There's a lot of factors at play here. That we could start with. It just I walked out on a Monday at work, a break, and I wasn't able to get into my Facebook. I fucking from that point to come up with a couple options. Thought that they could have been. I had changed my password on a computer, hadn't changed it in the app. Maybe something had happened and I got just kicked out. Disabled for that reason. I thought maybe the app had needed me to whatever update and maybe blah blah. I'd been hacked or something. This, that, or the other. I ran through these possibilities. I checked the email and it said that it needed me to identify myself. And at this time, I'm already assuming that what it is what it is. But I didn't read the terms and stuff until just recently. But I started going off the wall with my assumptions or theories or whatever I thought it was, and I stated that I wasn't wrong. Well, I don't think I am wrong, and I'm pretty sure I'm not. But it's not my. It's out of my power. I mean, I'm not. Again, I can't do much about it that I believe. I don't know what I could do about it. I don't know the options. So this has been my little thing. I do believe that the name, and it's like for my Facebook, there wasn't anything on there on my timeline that would have drawn you to it for whatever reason. Like it was GoPro videos on bikes, it was family functionings and fucking me and my son at the pool and pictures of this. It wasn't really anything. I had 2 videos censored, I guess maybe because they had music in them or something. But one of them, no, I don't know. It's because they stated opinions or they were, I don't know, whatever. It's just I'd been put on notice about Facebook, a couple times. But nothing. None of my videos I felt were offensive, or else I wouldn't have posted them. But there was, things that I liked, things that I'd opened, things that I've read, and they track all these things because they can. You allow them to. And they were related to the Jeffrey Epsteins and the fucking Ghislaine Maxwells and the Leslie Wexners and these things, the Podestas and the fucking the Hanks and the DeGeneres and the things like that, the Clintons and whatnot, so I had opened up and gotten curious about a lot of things. I hadn't posted any of this on Facebook. I had liked a bunch of people's posts, shout out to like Kelsey Brooke and Tyler K, names, the people on Facebook that I most frequently liked their posts. I don't know that I haven't talked to them on whatever over and other people, but those were the ones that most stood out to me, that they were onto the same things as I was. But I never shared these things. They did. I don't know. They don't, if they've gotten any kickback from the things they've shared or not. That's not something I've been able to reach out. I don't know how to. Don't have Facebook. Don't have their phone numbers. Don't know where they live. Don't know nothing. Besides who they are. I went to school with them. We were on Facebook together. They shared things that I felt and I like them. But in my in this process, I was obtaining a lot of information from lots of sources, and I'm seeing lots of things, and I'm I'm sharing these things with people through Messenger, Facebook Messenger. I'm talking to specifically one person, Rebecca Marlowe. Me and her were having a conversation back and forth, and I was like just dropping things on her, from adrenochrome and fucking Abramovich and fucking how it's not just a pedophile ring and how, this, that, and the other. I was dropping all types of information on her through Messenger, never through anything. So it's like I had a bunch of stuff in that Messenger that I was dropping on like several people, that they wanted to talk about it. Then I would talk, especially my buddy Midge. Shout out to Midge. Uh, I'm sure that anything that would have been on our fucking Facebooks or Facebook Messenger would have been flagged or read or put on notice. I don't believe that anything is fucking secret or sacred or fucking confidential on Facebook. It doesn't seem like it from what I've read. Anything that you say, do, fucking, it's on there and it won't be deleted until you delete it, and this, this, that, and the other. So from that point, from sharing those things and talking about those things, not on my timeline, not to post it or anything like that, through the messenger as part, and liking things on the, and this and the other, I obviously was flagged for having opinions that were outside of the community standards of Facebook. And I don't, we didn't see eye to eye on the fact that pedophilia is a bad thing or whatever it is, because I wasn't political in the sense that I wasn't, I said one thing political, fuck Joe Biden, he's a fucking pedophile. I still believe it, and I will say it again, he's a pedophile. If you, just like everyone else and everything else that I've fucking, just been preaching on or whatever. But it's, so my views, weren't political or anything like that, but they were different from that of Facebook's, or it's fake news in their standards, in their terms, or whatever it is that they want to say. I guess, but I believe I was, obviously I was flagged, and they tried to run my name, and Shaun, it's Cole Shaun. This is a funny story, short story, little thing. The reason why I fucking had Cole Shaun was because I was hanging out with some unsavory people at the time, that I made the Facebook, or, at any point in time in my life. And I never wanted people to be able to just look me up and be like, Shaun Cole, boom, and add me on Facebook. I always wanted to make it a little bit difficult. And, they had to know my last name. And, specifically, I would tell people, if I wanted them to add me on Facebook, I would be like, it's Shaun, my name's Shaun Cole, but if you want to add me on Facebook, it's Cole Shaun. Because I wanted to filter people out. But my name is Shaun Cole, and I've been in the Army. They've called me Cole. I mean, it's not the name I use in everyday life. But I've been called Cole, and people do use it, and it's not something that I'm not familiar with. I will answer to it. Shaun Cole is a first name and a first name, like Kendrick Lamar. 2 first names. What the fuck's up with that? But it's not 2 last names. It's not 2 last names. It's 2 first names, but not 2 last names. Like. Kendrick Lamar is 2 first names and 2 last names. Like, I've heard of Anna Kendricks. I mean, add an S, but whatever. People have the last. Shaun is not a last name. Is it a last name? If it is, I'd like to meet the person named Shaun. Mr. Shaun. The only time I've ever been called Mr. Shaun has been like attorneys or fucking police officers or fucking Mr. Shaun or fucking Mr. Cole. I'm not a Mr. I am just Shaun. Or Cole, but mainly just Shaun. Some people call me other names, but that's different. And so, in response to them they wanted to disable my account in hopes of my desperations and want it back badly enough that I would give up my real name and my ID and my address. Oh, but the thing is, I'm not gonna do that. They've disabled me, and then and that disability means that I can't get a Facebook under, I don't know, under my name or under my email address. I mean, I guess I could try, but I'm not really like, I don't know. I might as something else, but I'm trying to, I'm working on something different now. And I'm just, like, this has been a vocal point, a launching point, something to fucking to talk about, like something to investigate. So it's like, why would me, little old me from fucking Southern Illinois, fucking have, get kicked off fucking Facebook like that? Like, I was reaching 1,000 people at max, like maybe more, but none of my shit really got shared. I mean, I mean, not like I was actually arguing with anybody or fucking motivating or fucking changing somebody's mind. I don't think I was. I mean, if I was, then that's a whole different story. But who knows? But they don't want me to, and that's the thing. Is that on Facebook, your voice is limited at best. You don't have the platform that you think you do to speak your mind. If you violate community standards, you will be executed socially. It's kind of where I'm at. What? I'll just wait a second. It's fucking